The 7 Habits of Happiness, Part 1 by McKee. Why not the 7 Habits of Happy People? After all, that's far more Stephen Covey, isn't it? Like the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. That would have worked too, but I like the thought of happiness as a person. In ancient times, wisdom is described as the most attractive and desirable woman, and thus I think happiness must surely be her rather radiant sister. In fact, wisdom is the most desirable of women. But I have to say happiness, her sister, is far more fun. This post begins a series on the 7 habits, timed fortuitously to be initially published just before World Mental Health Day on October the 10th. Even the date sounds serendipitous. 10/10/2020. Let's have a look at the character of happiness then, part 1. I'd like to begin with an outline of this wonderful woman's character. The habits are rest, health, gratitude, attitude, aptitude, contribution, and connection. Happiness begins with rest. At first it surprised me to learn that happiness begins with rest. Then I thought back to the children when they were each very young. A tired toddler is rarely a happy toddler. We still have our inner toddler, don't we? Do you get cranky when you're tired? I know you do. I'm writing this on my favourite day of the week, Saturday. This for me is my Sabbath rest. And yes, I am well aware that I'm beginning at 3:30 in the morning, writing. Happily, creative writing is recreation for me. So let's pretend I'm resting. Nevertheless, I'm also looking forward to a day where I will rest and play. There are strong winds blowing across the UK, and I hope to stay indoors most of the day and compose. I will be happy. Taking one day away or aside each week where play and rest are the themes is essential for developing a sense of rhythm at the moment. Otherwise, all days seem relatively the same. Now that I've been robbed of church, Zoom church, trust me, is not for me. FAB. Every day I have a series of micro sabbaths too, which I call FABs. Firstly, because they are fab, and secondly, because it's an initialism standing for fluid adjustment breaks. If you are a fan of the Pomodoro technique, you'll be used to a shift every 25 minutes. I'm old school, and like my old school, I have a micro break every 45 minutes. There is an elegant timer filled with the sands of time that sits on my desk and naturally counts out those 45 moments we call minutes. I find that when I look after the minutes like this, I stay energetic, and the hours magically look after themselves. Let me close this first session with some exciting biology. You were not designed to sit still. Hear me, Fidgets. Our lymphatic system is partially pumped by movement. Sit still and your system will have more issues getting rid of toxins than it needs to. Physical fidget fabs enable our bodies to flush out the toxins more effectively and efficiently, especially if you top up the tank with water. With many more of us working from home or under effective house arrest, moving every 45 minutes is an issue of health and happiness. Fab 5 secrets. Some very poorly kept secrets to a happy and restful home working environment are attention to posture, light, air, sound, and scent. In short, get a table that you can stand at from time to time, an ergonomic chair, natural light, fresh air, harmonious sound, and clean scents such as a blend of rosemary, lavender, citrus, and eucalyptus. Some even claim that pure essential oils kill viruses. Now there's a thought. Next time in part 2, the subject will be health and happiness. Until then, keep moving and have a rest.